Hello and welcome to part number 26 of Fallout New Vegas Stealth Build playthrough. Today we're going to be working on obtaining a skill book called Grognak the Barbarian. Okay, so I apologize for that. The various sync personalities were talking. I don't know if you could hear that, but it was distracting me a little bit. So anyway, so the purpose of obtaining this book is to level up our melee weapons skill. The reason why we're trying to do that is because we need access to a perk called a Ninja, which increases our critical hit chance by 15% and sneak attack critical by 25% with melee weapons. It requires a melee weapon skill of 80 and sneak skill of 80. So we've got sneak in 80 already, melee weapons at 68, but it's actually at 66. The reason why it's at 68 is because our special stats have been boosted artificially to +9 due to us possessing the Spineless Strength perk, which is because of the because of entering this DLC, we acquired this perk right here. It's our spine's been removed. Anyway, so actual skill is 66. Once we hit 24, we will be able to pick a perk. And since there's limited opportunities to pick perk, I want to pick this perk at level 24. Now, once I level up, I'll have access to 13 skill points. So that means I can put 13 of them into melee weapons and get that to 79. But that still will not be enough to unlock the ninja perk, which, as I said, requires melee weapon skill of 80 along with sneak skill of 80. So what we're going to be doing is acquiring the Grognak the Barbarian skill book. What skill books do is, if I haven't explained this earlier, I'll explain it now. I've been picking up these skill books without maybe explaining it all that well. So what they do is give you +3 addition to your skills. So depending on whichever skill book you pick, you get, and then consume, you get an increment in your skill points. So for example, my repair skill currently is at 55. If I were to pick up a repair skill book, it'll go up to 58. Now, I also have a perk called Comprehension, which I picked up a while back. So with this perk, you gain double the bonus from reading magazine and 1 additional point from skill books. So because I have this perk, each time I read a skill book, I get +4. So that's 3 and 1. So if I were to pick up a repair skill book, I would go up from 55 to 59. So in this case, like with melee, I'll go up from 66 to 70, which once I level up to 24 will allow me to put 10 points and get to 80 and then get the ninja perk. So the benefit to getting the skill books is that they give you free skill points and you don't have to level up to get an increment in that corresponding skill tree. So that's what we're going to be doing now. In Old World Blues, unlike the rest of New Vegas, you can get a skill book very easily. Well, I mean, it's in specific locations. I wouldn't say it's very easy, but you would find them randomly lying across the Mojave Wasteland and the DLCs. But you don't have to craft them. In Old World Blues, you have to craft them by acquiring the recipe for the skill book, and you need blank books as well as some Wonder Glue. So we need some crafting parts. Now we have lots of Wonder Glue. We have it all stashed up over here. We've got 21. We just need the 2, so we're good on that. We don't have any blank books. So in order to get blank books, we need the following. We need either pre-war books, okay, like that one, or we need burned books. And then once we have them, we need to interact with this sync personality right here. It's called the book chute. It's damaged, so we need to find the missing personality chip for that. Once we've acquired it, we shall be able to give this thing burned books or pre-war books, and then it'll give us blank books, which we can then take to this weapons crafting, so this the workbench here, and craft our Grognak the Barbarian skill book. So it's a little bit, it's a bit winded way of doing it. I don't necessarily like it, but that's what we have here. So apologies for the long-winded explanation, but from here on out we'll be going ahead and making our way there. So right off the bat, I'm going to activate the Stealth Boy. Now I hope the game doesn't crash, because this has happened a couple of times as I was practicing this. So the location we want to go to is right about here. And we can go by fast traveling here and then kind of making our way from here all the way here towards that location. So it's the Y0 something or the other. So that's where the skill book recipe is for melee. And then we also need the sync personality chip for the book shoot, which is in Higgs Village right here. Okay, which is an enemy free area. So we'll go to that after. Now fingers crossed. Well, so far so good. And we're all here in lovely crystalline sort of area here. And my gosh, the moon looks really good. If I could see it. So there should be some enemies here, but it shouldn't be that big a deal, because again, this is where we can really showcase this build, because we've got really high sneak, we've got silent running, and really there shouldn't be any reason for us to get detected, unless it's like Cazadors or Deathclaws or whatever. So I'll take all of that. Anything here? There's a skeleton here. So this is kind of like the end zone area pretty much. So there should be some Robo Scorpions here if I'm not incorrect. I guess it really depends. Yeah, this is the forbidden zone, in fact. Requires key. Yeah. So this is pretty much where you can find Dr. Mobius. So we'll leave this for later. So this is where we're going to have to come to conclude the DLC. But we're going to go ahead. First, we're going to loot some of the stuff here. Pardon me for my OCD for looting stuff. I find that that's a very essential part of playing these games, so I love doing that. Okay, so this is the location we want to be, and the item we were looking for is on top of this building here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see if there's some stuff here planted. It's like Xander root. Yeah, this is like, oh, and a big book of science. Oh, okay, I'll take that. I do wish to do a skill book run, but a big book of science right there, that's pretty impressive. I will showcase a skill book run, and this terminal is active. What does it do? Okay, again, more story if you're interested in that sort of thing. I'm just gonna skip that just for the sake of timing. And we got that. And we got that. Okay, perfect. So we'll jump up ahead. And here is what we were looking for. Beside the skeleton, we've got a duffel bag, which doesn't have much, but we've got some stim packs here. Oh wow, you're getting up. And this is what we're looking for. Recipes, melee, weapons, skill book. So we'll go ahead and take that. And I think that's pretty much it. I am going to now fast travel to Higgs Village. And again, fingers crossed the game doesn't crash. I'll let it save. And I wonder if I... Clearly I did not. And voila, the game has not crashed. So here is, oh wow, a stim pack. Okay, well I'll have to explore this area more thoroughly, but we're here just for the one sec, Milsurp review. We're here for the personality chip for the book shoot. So it's in house number 101. And these houses kind of belong to each of the scientists that we met earlier. I'm gonna go over an episode with this. So just to kind of cover on what all stuff you can find here. But this is Dr. Klein's, I believe. And he's kind of looking at his place too, like this eye right here, that's Dr. Klein. But he doesn't mind. And I'm just going to loot this place as well as I can. And this is what we were looking for, Sync Project Book Shoot. So that's perfect, we got what we needed. And we're also going to grab these items, Dr. Klein's gloves. And I believe there's another item here. Oh, this guy really liked drinking his wine, even at that point. This is also a good place to kind of just fill up on your thirst. I shall remember this going forward. Maybe a better location than our actual base. Yeah, because this water is free and rad free as well. Okay, good. And some mentats. I'll look at some of the stuff. Okay. And this is his bedroom right here. And on top of the bedroom, first of all, some mentats, more wine. Yeah, this stuff right there that just fell. Dr. Klein's scrubs. So this is actually a fairly valuable item. First we'll look at the weapon. Dr. Klein's glove. This gives you critical hits weaken strength and damage threshold, but it does make it so that your strength is -2 and energy weapon skill is -5. So there is some there is a bit of a con to taking this, but it does not. Our chainsaw is infinitely better because it just takes away damage threshold and damage resistance entirely. Okay, so I'll actually repair this because why not? There you go. And the other item is the apparel, which is the Dr. Klein's scrubs. This gives you +10 intelligence and int +2. And this supersedes our mad scientist scrubs. It doubles it. Which makes me think that I should have come here first just to get the +2 int. Because with that, my intelligence can be topped out to 10. Would have been easier to do the speed checks. Anyway, in addition to that, we're going to be picking up these items. The ruined books. 25 to be exact. But we'll pick as many as we can find. The reason for that is that once we feed this to the book chute, it will convert them into blank books. So we'll empty out the shelf here. And that's that. I will come back here later just to kind of showcase more. There's more stuff over here, more shells, some food, pilot light. I'll take that. And yeah, he's got a lot of vacuum. Bent tin cans, some food and whatnot. Sunset sarsaparilla machine. Like he's got a vending machine for himself. That's impressive. Okay. Anyway, we're exiting, and again, I hope the game doesn't crash. But we shall see. Wonder if I looted this. Clearly I have. Okay, so fingers crossed here again. Awesome. Okay, and that's all we really need. Just gonna remove this and sink balcony. And hello and welcome to part 27 of Fallout New Vegas stealth build playthrough. My last part, the game crashed again, as I said. Fingers crossed, and the moment I fast traveled to the sink, it crashed. So I'm gonna try this again. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. And there we go. Okay, but I'm gonna make this as a separate part just to kind of showcase what we found. Okay, and I believe my stealth boy is worn off. Perhaps that's why it did that. Using stealth boys like this does have the side effect of causing this to happen. Okay, so we've picked up a bunch of small burned books and all that, so that's great. Yeah, so as I said, I have noticed this happening. Stealth boys, fast travel, and then all those loading screens, they don't jive all that well. Anyway, now that we've got everything, we're going to speak to this book shoot over here. I'm going to just fast track his dialogue, but he's got some interesting dialogue.
Good day, citizen. Library Processing Unit 232.7 is online and ready to eradicate sedition.
So eradicate sedition, what he means by that he wants to remove any communist propaganda material.
Of course, citizen. Just
And what he does is that he makes blank books.
blank books are better for the
So he removes the knowledge of the old world and just leaves it blank for you to have. So, but those books are a legacy.
citizen.
But he doesn't care about that. He can go do some other stuff as well, but we'll come back to that later. So for now, we're going to give him some seditious material to process. And process the books.
Look out! Communist! No, false alarm. It was just a play.
And that's quite a few, actually. So yeah, 46 blank books. And now, if we... Actually, I wonder if I have... I just got the one Wonder Glue. No problem. So pick one Wonder Glue. And now if I craft this over here, you see skill book melee weapons. This requires 25 blank books, 1 recipe, and 2 Wonder Glues. So we're going to go ahead and make this. And this is what it's saying. Grognak the Barbarian. I can't hover my mouse over it, but you can kind of see that over there. So I'll accept that. And there you go. Grognak the Barbarian added. So currently, my skills 68. Once I take this, it will now be 72. So, well, 70. Now I can safely level up. I have 41,000 EXP to 42,000, which is fine. And I can just kind of make my way, do a quest, and I think I'm gonna do the. I'll skip on this, but I'll do the X2 Strange Transmissions just to kind of get that out of the way as well. So that's close to Higgs Village, and we're going to go ahead and do that. So we're all set. We just need to level up and obtain the ninja perk. Okay, so again, we're just going to activate the Stealth Boy. And hello and welcome again. So that was crash number 2. I'm thinking I'll just edit this into one single video, so we'll keep to part number 26. So a few minutes ago I said part number 27, so skip that. If there is numerous crashes, I'm just going to clump them all together into one video. Okay, so I have selected a quest objective here for the X2 antenna array. I just want to do this so that I can level myself up a little bit, because I have what I need to do so. And we've got these lobotomites here. Might as well kill them, because why not? Because we're gonna get lots of EXP from these guys, as well as a proton axe. Incredible value. And none of this is any good. It's going to be running around trying to figure out where we are. There you go. He's dead as well. And I don't care what he has either. I mean, I guess that's the one thing that is kind of annoying. They're always running around like this, because they have been warned. And I'll take that. It's pretty valuable. I don't care about the caravan shotgun, although it is pretty valuable too. Okay, and this is why we need like the final rank of our perk, because these guys are still running incredibly fast. Although the chainsaw does add to the weight. Okay, there you go. And another Saturnite Fist, I'll take that. I'll be repairing those two. Let's see. Perfect. So lots of money there. And I'll just quick save in case I lose progress. Don't want that happening. I don't know what other enemies are here which are giving me a tough time. So yeah, X2 over here. I think all you have to do is just kind of pick the antenna array from the top there. So should be fairly straightforward. But again, Mobius's robots are going to be after us. This place is also pretty dangerous, as identified by the flag over there. But we'll try to showcase the build the best we can. Deactivate you. And I wonder if there's an item of value here. As in one of those personality sync personality unit type deals. I do not know. If there is, I guess I'll come back to this place. So not a big deal. For now, we'll stick to our objective. But we will loot. Looting is essential to our progression. Don't care. Oh, there is. Light switch 1. Awesome. Love the light switches. And yeah, and that's where we came from, I think. Yeah. Okay, more stuff here. Just gonna get ourselves upstairs. Oh, you're here as well. So always turn them off and then kill them. Far more EXP this way. I think that's a lot of them killed pretty much. Lots of underglue in this DLC as well, just because of all the crafting that needs to be done. So very good to make use of those weapon repair kits for this DLC. So oh, another wrench. They're just basically throwing materials for yeah, look at that. Another wrench. For weapon repair kits. They're saying, hey, craft us. So okay, so that's good. More wonder glue, always welcome. And I gotta go upstairs a little bit more, so I think I can stand here for a little bit. Yep. I don't want the leather armor. And that's the final robot right there. Oh, ashtray. I picked up the ashtray by mistake. I don't want that. I need to keep away those blank books. I don't need them. Again, ammunition I'm picking just because I'm going to sell it. So this is the power of this build. You're standing next to an enemy and he can't do anything. And then you deactivate him and that's the end of that. So I'm gonna love it. Okay, so I will step outside. Should be some enemies here, I think. Oh. Okay. Huh. I do not know what this was. I think maybe this is just your escape route. Again, I do not need a police baton. That's a weapon. So we'll just pass on by that. What's here? Nothing of interest. Well, there should be something around here though. This path is obviously leading us to a location I do not recall, but I sort of remember coming here for some odd reason. Okay, maybe it's just the don't need a shovel, yeah. Yeah, there's a grave site here. Okay, the cuckoo's nest. Okay, yeah, there you go. I think it's used for some... I do not know, to be honest, what was the purpose of this place. We'll have to look it up. But yeah, I have left my destination far behind. And there are cannons here. Okay, anyway. We shall make our way back to the X2. This would end up being a bit of a longer video than 30 minutes that I was intending, just because I wanted to complete this quest and showcase the ninja perk. So we shall see. We looted all of that, so that's great. Oh, okay, I have to go from the other side. I'm loving the incredibly long duration of the stealth boy, although it is kind of destroying the game a little bit. Okay, that's good. And there is another loading zone here. Here we go. This is our destination. We're gonna take this. Oops, I don't need the Cardinal cigarettes. There you go. Although Cardinal cigarettes is not entirely invaluable, it is quite valuable. Okay, I think the moment I pick this up, so this is what you need. Okay, hurt myself. That was a transmitter array hatch. Okay. Where is the hatch? I thought that was the hatch. To pick up the hatch. Oh, there you go. There you go. Levels us up. Okay, perfect. So yeah, as I said, melee weapons were 70. We're gonna push this to 80, and then the rest we're gonna put towards lockpick, medicine. I'm not too worried about science. Science we've got enough points on. We can push this to 100, I feel like. Sorry about that, very easily. Maybe speech. Yeah, perhaps speech is needed to go up now. Just a little bit. And the perk we need, as I discussed, is ninja, for which we did all this. So over here it says, the ninja perk grants you the power of the fabled shadow warriors. When attacking with either melee or unarmed, you gain 50% critical hit chance on every strike. Sneak attack criticals do 25% more damage than normal. So this is perfect for a melee weapon build. If you're running unarmed, it's kind of unfortunate that you have to level up melee to do that, but you know, you get that benefit to unarmed as well, so you don't need to level that up either. Okay, so we'll take ninja and we are good. So that gives us even more damage. Now, I'm going to... this added Old World Blues, so that's pretty much it. This should be the end game. Now, I wonder if I have broken my legs. They're good. They'll live. I'll eat some sort of sarsaparilla, or sorry, drink. I will have some Nuka-Cola as well. that. The Robo Scorpions are going to be everywhere, so hopefully this doesn't crash the game. And as I said, there they are. So again, do not destroy them and then let them explode and then loot them. They give you lots of stuff. I think the game expects you to kind of leave from here, but I'm gonna go downstairs. Because you got a scorpion over there. Oh, okay, they're down here as well. Okay, not a problem. As I said, this build is just gonna carry us through this, no problem. Whether the game will crash or not, that's another issue entirely. Okay. And it's okay if it says caution. They haven't seen you.
Alright, everyone, calm down. Might have been a blip.
Okay.
Dynamite 3. Dr. Mobius 0. Intruder, return what you have stolen from Act
Okay, so he wants us to return. Of course, we're not going to be doing that because we won't be able to proceed with the DLC otherwise. Okay, great. We're just destroying this DLC. Wow, he almost hit me there. Okay, so yeah, as I said, if they do hit you, they will detect you. So, sensor module, well, whatever. I suppose there's one last one here. I don't even know if it's a Robo Scorpion or if it's this. Ooh. Oh, these are trauma harnesses. These guys are tough. These guys are incredibly tough. Yes. Deadly. Yeah, they're carrying plasma rifles. They will kill you. They will not hesitate. And yeah, so these guys are effectively, their story's kind of messed up. You see the skeleton in here. They're basically human beings who were trapped or who experimentally wore this suit called the trauma harness. And now the trauma harness suit, what it does is its application was for military use. So even if a soldier is injured, it will heal the soldier and the soldier will keep on going. And you know, they won't ever go down. So, you know, makes sense. Practical application wise, yes. Problem was that it was too good. It, even if it didn't, like in certain cases, it wouldn't even heal the soldier. Even if the soldier was dead or their arm was broken or whatever, it wouldn't heal them entirely. It would just make them keep functioning. And so, in a case like that, what would happen is that people will keep on fighting, even injured. Eventually their arms and legs would break, and people even died. And despite dying, the suit was alive. It wouldn't function without somebody wearing it, but as long as even a corpse was wearing it, it would fulfill its intended purpose. And that's why you see these guys, skeletons. These are people, but they died. And they decomposed, and they're just skeletons, but the suit is still working. So truly horrifying. You see some flesh here as well, so but I doubt there would be flesh here left. But yeah, some scary stuff. Like human flesh, look at that. That's messed up. Still, interesting stuff. I'm just gonna go over here just to kind of return to base, and hopefully this does not crash the game. If it does, oh well. And there you go. I am back, and perfect. So we've completed the quest, we've got the perk that we needed. I'm just going to rest up a little bit just to get rid of the stealth boy. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. Because next up I need to speak to the think tank and get this going. Coca-Cola has worn off. artifacts. Yep, that's all I need. Water is really high up there. Okay. So we'll take some purified water, however much that reduces it by. And food is also up there. So I picked up human flesh there. Like, yikes. I mean, you can eat that. That's in there. That's truly horrifying stuff. Anyway. Alright, I'm just gonna take a drink here. Now, she can also fill up the empty water balls for you, which is a concept that took out in Fallout 4 as well. Okay, there you go. I am full on everything, and except for my RAS, but I'm okay on RAS right now. So yeah, so the showcase here was we needed to get the ninja perk, and in order to do that we needed to get the skill magazines and the skill book, sorry, the skill recipe, and then the book shoot chip. So those are the locations to showcase. Hopefully you liked it, and I'm gonna go ahead and call this apart. I'll try to combine these three and hopefully put this all in one part 26 of Fallout New Vegas Stealth Build playthrough. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.